The next call is a split call. Kanwaljit Singh, Bakshi, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to support Prime Minister's statement. Mr. Speaker, first of all, I would like to congratulate the Prime Minister, Right Honourable Bill English, for his strong leadership. The previous speaker was talking about leadership. Leadership is what Bill English has shown this year to start with. Mr. Speaker, he's a very strong leader. We have seen his success as a finance minister in last 8 years, and now he is taking this country to the next level. He is a strong leader, yet a very humble person who hasn't forgotten his roots. And he is still the same Bill English for their own people who went to the Dipton and showed his connection over there. When we talk about leadership, we have got Honorable Paula Bennett, a solo mother who started when she was jobless but kept her focus, and today what she is the Deputy Prime Minister of New Zealand. That is what you can achieve in this country. Sky is the limit. The only thing is that you have to do the hard work. Mr. Speaker, the government has created a lot of jobs last year. How much? 130,000. And the previous speaker, Chris Farfoy, was saying that the government doesn't have any plan or haven't done anything. If we haven't done anything, how come 130,000 jobs were created last year? Constantly, our economy has been growing around 3.5% for last 8 years. When they left the office, the country was already in depression. But because of the good management, this government, the country is back in surplus. We are the first country in OECD who has come back to the surplus. Mr. Speaker, we have got policies, we have got agenda, and we will work for the New Zealanders to succeed. Mr. Speaker, it is very important for the New Zealanders to understand the National Party is the only party which has got growth agenda. Mr. Speaker, the minimum wages have been growing for last 8 years. We are almost on average earning $59,000 per annum, which is 12,000 more since we came into the office. Mr. Speaker, the economy is diversifying, tourism is growing. We see bulk of people coming from overseas to visit New Zealand. Recently, I met one of the operators who was visiting us from India. He said that high-spending tourist people are looking for opportunities to come and visit New Zealand, and we hope that in years to come, we will see more and more tourists coming to this country. Mr. Speaker, now I would like to touch upon the recent announcement by the Prime Minister about safer communities. It is one of the issues which was very close to the heart of the ethnic people, and I have been talking to them to know about their input, that what they would like to see. And the Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister rightfully announced the additional 1,125 more police officers who will be helping the communities at large. It is not only in the main cities, but in the regional areas also, they will be focusing. Most importantly, I would like to touch on this topic is that 20 ethnic officers are going to interact with the ethnic communities so that they can tell them what they should be doing to avoid the minor crimes which are happening in our society. And Mr. Speaker, more than $500 million are being invested in justice sector so that we can reduce the crime, we can reduce the reoffending, and the government is working hard upon that. And with this, Mr. Speaker, the new emergency number, which is number 24/7 available, that will be helping people to address their issues, what they want to, when they want to get connected with the police or any other department. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to say that this government is focused upon doing the things for the betterment of the New Zealanders so
I'm
that
sorry to interrupt the honourable member. His time has expired.